This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Excel 1970-73 Carryover League. Brought to you by the Shrimp Trawler YouTube channel.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to the 70-73 Carryover League. We got a league best of 7 series between St. Louis Cardinals and the Houston Astros. I'll just get right into this one, show you what's been going on. Game 1 of this series, we open up in St. Louis for games 1 and 2. Houston 3 and 4 if necessary, and then back to St. Louis for game 5. Game 1 starters would pitch on 3 days rest in game 4 as well. You've got Jim Merritt, a 20-game winner for the Reds, who they weren't interested in, and the Astros said, we'll take him if you don't want him in Cincinnati, because the Reds felt like those 20 wins weren't particularly great wins, and they let him go. Bob Gibson, of course, for the Cardinals, and Bob Gibson beats the Astros 6-3 in this game. Some nice offense. We have a homer by Lou Brock, and another one by Beauchamp. Another one by Joe Torre. Unusual amount of muscle by the Cardinals, and they could certainly use that sort of thing in this season. Game 2. Can the Cardinals go up 2-0 at home? And no, they can't. The Astros come back and win Game 2 by a score of 5-3. Larry Dierker pitches 7 innings, is losing, but his team rallies for 4 in the top of the 8th to give him a win late. And it's the Cardinal bullpen that just flamed out in this one. Steve Barber couldn't get anybody out. Chuck Taylor walked the guy, give up a single. Strat-O-Matic walked the guy. Ruined the nice day for Rick Wise. And so the series is 1-1. Then Game 3 in Houston, and suddenly the Astros, who have had a really dismal start to the year, have won 2 straight by winning this game 6-4. Jack Billingham defeats Danny Combs. Big first inning by both squads, and then a lot of nothing after that. 3 runs in the top by the Cardinals, 4 in the bottom by the Astros, featuring a 2-run homer by Doug Rader and a solo shot by Jose Cruz. A 2-run homer by Cedeno in the 6th makes it 6-3. Cardinals rally for a run in the 8th, but Eddie Watt, acquired in the offseason from Baltimore, gets a nice 4-out save. Astros are up 2-1. They like to win Game 4 at home here in the Houston Astrodome, and we will have Game 1 starters coming back on a quick turnaround on 3 days rest, which means it is indeed Bob Gibson in all his starter 9 glory against Jim Merritt, a 20-game winner. Who won more, Gibson or Merritt? And the answer is, yeah, Jim Merritt. He won 20, Bob Gibson won 19, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, Gibson needs to come through for the Cardinals, otherwise they would lose their first series of the year. The Astros have not won a series yet this year, so this is kind of must-win territory for the Astros. Let's get started from the Astrodome in game number 2. 2-2, here in Houston. Leading off, Lou Brock. 2-8's a K. Julian Javier, 66, flies to right. And Joe Torre, 4-11. Bounces to short. This is Metzger, a 1-14 at short, makes the play. The Toy Cannon, Jim Wynn leads off, 63 is a K. Joe Morgan, 3-11, pops to first. And Cedeno, 67 is a K. Bill Sadakis, 4-11, bouncer to short. This is Metzger, 1-14, makes the play. Ortiz, 1-6. Let's take a look at Jose Ortiz's card. In the offseason, the Cardinals traded in division. They traded Jose Cardinal to the Cubs because they got this guy from the Cubs, Jose Ortiz, so it's $2.95 as a pinch hitter. Some other players were in the deal. And in the short term, Ortiz is pretty good as far as getting extra base hits. As you can see, 1-6 is a double to center field. Ted Simmons, 410 catcher's card. Edwards of 40-13. That's going to be a pass ball. Runner goes to third with 2 outs for Jim Beauchamp. And 1/8 a K. Bottom of 2, it's Bob Watson. 49, bouncer to second. This is Javier, 2/18 at second base. Makes the play. Jose Cruz, former Cardinal, current Astro. 2/8 is a walk. Actually, Cruz did play for the Cardinals with a 71 card, but we advanced him to the Astros because he was more successful there. And he'll play in a nice long tenure all the way through the 80s for the Astros. Dennis Menke, 2/8 K. One of 3 future Cincinnati Reds on this Astro roster. Joe Morgan, Dennis Menke, Jack Bellingham. Interesting. Johnny Edwards with 2 outs and a man at first. 110 skies to right field. We'll go to the third. Adolfo Phillips, 110 is a base hit. Beast stealer against the Edwards arm. Tyson's going to hit and run. The hit and run is a fielder's choice. So now he is at first for Lou Brock. 2-7, single 1 to 17 is a base hit. 2 on, 1 out. Julian Javier, 56 skies to left. And Joe Torre, in all his magnificence of 1971, the magnificent 363 card. Batting third against lefties, he bats fourth against righties, just for variation. 1-9, base hit to left field, and the runner is Tyson. Can he score on the play? He is a 15, 16, 17 against Toy Cannon's arm, and he scores. And Lou Brock will go to third on that throw. So it's 1-0 with runners on the corners and 2 outs for Bill Sadakis. 58 short X. And this is Metzger, the one at short. Makes the play. Bottom of the third. Here is Roger Metzger. 1-7 is a pop out. Tommy McGraw, 35, flies to right. The Toy Cannon, 310 Ks. Nice start for Bob Gibson. We go to the fourth. It's Jose Ortiz, 47, single 1 to 9 is a base hit. The C Stealer, last one arm catcher, not going to go anywhere. Ted Simmons, 311 lines of third. Jim Beauchamp, 211 is a 5-4-3 double play. Pitcher's best friend, and Jim Merritt's out of the 4th inning. Still just 1 zip. Anybody's game. Joe Morgan, 52, skies to left. Cedeno, 47, single 1 to 2 off the Gibson card. He cannot get it. And with 2 outs, it's Bob Watson. 312 is a Lomax. Bob Gibson a walk through 4 frames as we go to the 5th. Adolfo Phillips, 45 is a K. Mike Tyson, 36, skies the center. Back up top to Lou Brock. And sweet Lou Brock, let's take a look at Lou Brock's card of 1971. We had our choice of leadoff hitting Lou Brock, AA or maybe AAA cards to select from. We like this one because of the walks. It's a kind of an outlier year for a guy who didn't walk a lot for as leadoff hitters go and such. But he had 76 walks for this card in 1971. His highest on base card. We love against the righties, we particularly love the single 1 to 19 on 210 plus all the walks in a 3 column. But against lefties, 1-5 homer, 1 to 11 double. He cannot get the homer. It is a double. Brock is on second with 2 outs for Julian Javier. 59 off of the Merritt card. Homer 1 to 7 double. And that is a 7. It's only a single. Javier does not have power. So that will score Brock, and it is 2-0. And Joe Torre's up with a man on the bases and 2 out. Torre, 56, skies to left. So Merritt doing okay here, giving up a couple runs on some bunch of singles through 5 frames. But Bob Gibson is a story thus far. Jose Cruz, 1-5 grounds to second. Dennis Menke, 6'11", second X. This is Javier, 218 at second base, makes the play. And Johnny Edwards, 4'10", center X. Adolfo Phillips, a 3'7" in center field. And you know what they say about no-hitters, folks. You need help from your defense, and he's got plenty of it today. The Cardinals do not have very good defense, but all the balls hit have been caught thus far. So we got a no-no into the 6th for Mr. Gibson. Merritt continues to Bill Sadakis. 311 flies to right. Jose Ortiz. 1-9 is a single. Ted Simmons. 2-9 is a 5-4-3 double play. If you're wondering even about defense, they have nobody to bring in. Well, they could bring a 2 outfielder in. That's about it. Bottom of the 6th. It's Roger Metzger. 5'11 off of Gibson is a K. Tom McGraw. 5'2 is a sky to left. Down with 2 outs. The toy cannon. 1-5 is ball 4. The second Astro to reach base today. Being held on, and it's with a 2-0 lead. And it's Joe Morgan. Let's take a look at Joe Morgan's card of 1970. The Reds are really antsy. They want this guy, and the Astros are saying, no, we're going to run his tenure here. We're going to pick up his option next year in 1971, and you can have him in 1972. So the Astros are in no hurry to get rid of this guy. And the pitch here to Joe Morgan. 2-6 is a grounder to third, and the inning's over, and 6 are in the books. We go to the 7th. Jim Merritt's only given up a couple runs. He's a starter 8. And he'll pitch to the bottom of the lineup here. Jim Beauchamp leads off. 3-6 is a K. Adolfo Phillips, 59. Homer, 1-2-7 double. That's a double. Runner at second for Mike Tyson. 1-4. Let's take a look at Mike Tyson's card because he just hit it. This is a 73 card. He has 469 at-bats playing shortstop and second base. And he and Dwayne Anderson make up the bulk of the shortstop play this year while Javier continues at second. But 1-4 here is triple 1-3, single dot off of Merritt. He misses the triple, gets the single, gets the RBI. It is 3-0. Merritt again is a starter 8, so they'll continue with him, watching him carefully through the top portion here. If Brock gets on, I might be taken out. The pitch to Lou Brock. 33 is pitcher B. Most certainly got to consider a stolen base attempt here off of Johnny Edwards with 2 outs and a man at first. And Brock will try and steal a base, and he's in there on a 3. And the T rating for Edwards is 1-11. Doesn't quite get it. Rolls a 15. So Brock steals second with 2 outs. You got a runner at second. 6 2/3 in the books of a 3-0 game. But if you really want to win this series at home, you might have to be a little bolder than that. So Jim Merritt's going to be pulled, as is Javier and Torre, both scald lefties. So Merritt leaves 6 2/3. Probably deserves better than this. Oddly enough, his Cincinnati Reds team in 1970 probably would have supported him better. Astros don't quite have that firepower here. So it'll be Jim Ray coming out of the Astro bullpen in the top of the 7th inning, trying to get a hold here, hold the fort, keep it 3-0. You have runner at second, and the pitch to Julian Javier. 57 is a K. Stretch time here in Houston. Of a 3-0 game. We are enjoying listening to the Moving Sidewalks Houston band, 1969 or something like that. It's featuring Billy Gibbons before he was in ZZ Top. And they do a nice cover of this Wild Wheat song, No Good to Cry. Check this out as we resume. Bottom of the 7th. Cedeno, 57's a K. Bob Watson, 48's a walk. Jose Cruz, 69, skies the center. Dennis Menke, 5/10's a catcher's card. 3/15. 7 no-hit innings in the books for Bob Gibson. We go to the 8th. Joe Torre. This guy's all right. Sadakis. Single on a 7, misses it, lines out. Ortiz. 2-8, grounds out. He'll leave for some defense. Gosger goes to the left. Phillips the center. Bob Gibson, 3-0 lead, 6 outs away from a no-hitter, has walked 3 batters over the minimum. Here we go with Johnny Edwards. 52 left. Roger Metzger, 63, pitcher X. Gibson is A, E6, A2, E6, and that's an out. Tommy McCraw, 62, rolls to the pitcher. We'll take a no-hitter to the 9th, folks, for the first time on YouTube. In my 3 years, haven't had one into the 9th yet. I've had a no-hitter earlier this year, wasn't broadcasted. In the 9th, Ted Simmons, 110, flies all right. Jim Beauchamp, 62, rolls to first. Adolfo Phillips, 46, double one, base hit. Only 2 outs, Mike Tyson. 3-6, grounds to short. Here we go, 3-0. Bottom of the 9th. Top of the lineup. Jim Wynn, Joe Morgan, Cesar Cedeno. Lots of on base and legs of those 3 guys. The pitch to Jim Wynn. Let's take a look at his card before he swings. Jim Wynn, Kenny Rick the no-no. The pitch to Jim Wynn. 2-2 is a Lomax. Now we've got Morgan. You saw the card earlier. Kenny Rick the no-no. 65 is a sky to center, and here it is, folks. It comes down to Cesar Cedeno. Take a look at his card, the best hitter on the squad. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs in the 9th inning for Bob Gibson. The pitch to Cedeno. 34 is a ground ball to short. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You got what you came for. Bob Gibson, the Hall of Famer, greatest pitcher in Cardinal and maybe Hall of Baseball history, with a no-hitter in the Astrodome. Congratulations, Bob Gibson. 9 innings, shutout, complete game, no, 3 walks over the minimum, no double plays, no errors. Give the St. Louis Cardinal defense credit in this game, because you need that in a no in Strat-O-Matic. Let's do the box. We'll turn this down a little bit. Well, the moving sidewalks actually helped Gibson more than it helped the Astros in that finish. Jim Ray came on in the 7th, did a great job squelching the Cardinal rally there. A hit and a K. Tough loss for Jim Merritt. 10 hits, 3 runs. Sprinkled them, he thought, nicely, but didn't walk anybody. 4 strikeouts. And your line for Bob Gibson. 9 innings, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. It's always cool to see these goose eggs down here, folks. And these goose eggs right there. There it is. 1009-0109. 311-00. 0536-3605. A live YouTube no-hitter, and the second one. This is what happens, folks. I haven't had a no-hitter in about 3 or 4 years. I just had one about 3 weeks ago, and I just got one tonight. I'll probably get another one next week. That's how it happens. No-hitters for 4 years, and then you get 3. And then after that, you never get another one. That's my prediction. So, better save this before the computer crashes and I have no record of it. So there you go. It's now saved. These 2 teams have split 4 baseball games. That portends well for the Cardinals, not well for the Stros. Well, should we take a look at the standings of the 2 squads? Now Now the Cardinals' record won't be gaudy, but they've played the maximum number of games, which has them just a couple games over 500. This is their third series of the year. Houston, by the way, is now 3-7 after that little 2-game winning streak. Disastrous start. They really need to win a Game 5 here. To lose your first 3 series of the year and be 3-8 in the National League West, where the Dodgers and the Giants reside, is not good news, particularly in a stacked National League that has the Pirates and the Cubs, the Pirates and the Reds, and the Cardinals, actually, who they're playing, and the Braves and Mets. Problem with the Astros, well, you just saw it. They're hitting .220 as a club. Their team ERA is .414. Now the Cardinals, you see they're 7-5 because they're 1 game over 500 and 2 series wins. So that's 2 times 1 is 2, and they split 4 games here. So they remain just 7-5. So they could have the dubious distinction of winning all their series and only being 8 wins and 5 losses, which isn't very impressive. But for the Cardinals, they're hitting .269 with a .284 ERA. Mr. Gibson having his best year for me. Just fantastic. 35 innings. He's given up 9 runs, but only 4 are earned. So when you factor in the unearned runs, his ERA is around 1 now. 102. How about that? 10 cents less than the magic year of 67, was that, or 68? I can't remember. Bob Gibson's 3-1 with a 102 ERA and a no-hitter and 4 complete games. Great stuff tonight. Hope you enjoyed that no-hitter, folks. I was trying to pump it up for you. They're so hard to get in Strat. You can have guys hit for the cycle. There are so many things that are easier to do in baseball and Strat-O-Matic than throw a no-hitter. And for instance, hitting for a cycle, hitting into a triple play, things like that happen pretty often, or can happen much more often than a no-hitter. Thanks for checking this out. We'll have the results of Game 5 at the end of the video, and we'll see you next time. Well, baseball fans, the Cardinals carried the momentum of the Gibson no-hitter back home to St. Louis with them, and they won Game 5 behind Wayne Simpson, stolen out of the Cincinnati Reds farm system. Even though he has a short career and he's doing well in the short term, he beats Ken Forsch, who will have a nice long career for the Astros. But today the final is 4-2. We have a 2-run homer by Bill Sidakis, and he comes through again with a solo homer in the 6th inning. Bill Sidakis, 3 of the 4 runs for the Cardinals. And again, the Astro bats just go quiet, having a horrendous year. I've lost all 3 series, 3 wins and 8 losses. It's looking pretty grim for the Astros and their playoff chances this year. They have to really go on a tear to make up for the horrific start. And as far as the Cardinals, they're in first place, tied with the Reds, and the Pirates are just a game behind in the wide open National League Central. And so the Redbirds here have a chance to be a real big spoiler if they can somehow keep the Reds or Pirates out of the playoff picture. Anyway, thanks for checking this out, and we'll see you next time.